Hey everybody, I'm at the historic Texas State Cemetery in Austin, and as I was walking around here earlier, I came across a monument that reminded me that it's never a good idea to compete in a duel, because it might just kill you 25 years later. This is Monumental History. Albert Sidney Johnston was born in 1803 in Kentucky. He was an 1826 graduate of West Point, and he served in the United States Army in a lot of different capacities over the decades. But in 1837, he had a very unique opportunity, and that was to become the Brigadier General for the Republic of Texas. Yes, that was a real thing. Unfortunately, he was never able to take his command because he was severely wounded in his right leg in a duel by the man that he was replacing. That's going to come into our story a little bit later on. So instead, he became the Secretary of War for Texas until 1860. When the Civil War was starting, Johnston's adopted home state of Texas decided to join the Confederate States, and like a lot of people in Texas, he also decided to throw his hat in the ring with the rebel cause. Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy, made him Brigadier General and put him in charge of the Western campaign, and Johnston proved to be a very effective leader until he got to the Battle of Shiloh. That's in southern Tennessee in 1862. You see, Johnston started to get a little ambitious and rode a little bit too far out in front of his men. That's when he was accidentally shot in the back of the right knee by one of his own soldiers. This was the same area that he sustained that nerve damage from in that duel all those years earlier, and he didn't really feel a whole lot of pain, didn't notice any blood, so he continued to ride until he started feeling weaker and weaker. Eventually, some of his men had to help him off his horse, and when they removed his right boot, they discovered it was completely filled with blood. And he died there on the fields of Shiloh just a few moments later. In a weird turn of events, it comes out he did have a potentially life-saving tourniquet in his pocket the entire time. So maybe there's two lessons to be learned here. One, don't compete in duels, and two, always check your pockets. There might be something in there that saves your life. If you'd like to learn more about Albert Sidney Johnston, I'd recommend a very unique book. It's called Soldier of Three Republics. I'm Jared Turner, and this is Monumental History.